Okay. So what I was saying, yeah,
Brother, can you repeat it again?
okay. Now, what is important for me, okay, as a trader, I need to find the higher time frame key levels, okay? The rejections level, the support and resistance level, let's say. Okay, what are those patterns to find this level? Because you need to know the pattern of finding the best support resistant level or rejection level on higher time frame. What are those? It's the same pattern what I'm drawing right now. Okay, so it was resistant, then support. So this pattern on higher time frame, you can have entry on lower time frame for, let's say, buys. But there is a time that the market will come and have a breakout. These breakout, as per my journalized sheet, it has less probability, okay, less win rate to compared to retest. Now, this called,
Retest.
yeah, breakout. This is retest. Retest what? This previous resistance. Now, if we have fake out and then we have strong support, now easily we can take buys till this TP and then rest of the levels. So in market, always we have a structure. These structures and these breakout and retest will give us zones to trade, like zone 1, zone 2. Now, it's up to you how your eyes will get familiar with these patterns. Now, let's go to the every time frame. We will find the same thing in each and every chart, okay? On gold, on other charts, you can find the same zones. Now, let me clean this. Okay. So now, the latest zones are important for me. I like wasting my time on these levels does not make sense because this is monthly chart and we need to have a latest price action. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for reactions there. Now, on this level, we had resistance here, right? So let's go for this negative settings, template, H4. Higher time frame small. Okay. H4. Okay, this is daily at the moment. Monthly, no problem. So here it was resistant. It became what? Support. Same thing here. We had another resistant on this wick, and we have support here. Now, these levels are important. Why? Because on lower time frame, you will get fake out and then support, and then you take the right to the next level again. So monthly we're finished. Okay. Even if you want upper area, you can have these levels. Okay. So now I can hear my voice. Somebody using 2 phones, I think. I don't know. Okay. Now we see this candle, okay, closed bearish. There is a chance on the breakout, we continue to this level. So this is on monthly. The data we have on weekly, again, we have same patterns. Here it was resistant. We came for retest. We did a complete retest, and now easily we can go for buys till this level. Okay. So again, here we have what? Support, resistant. This one was on monthly, but on daily also has same thing. Okay, it was resistant and then support. Now it's up to you as a trader where you want to draw this one. Okay, you can have it here as well. But these are weekly levels. Now let's go for daily. Okay. Now when it comes to daily, I have again same scenarios. This was support, and we broken this one to 10 what? Resistance. So we know this is latest resistance compared to here, to this level. Now it's up to you how to draw the levels. It should be having more touches. That's mean it's important. Again, same thing here. It was support, 10 what? Breakout, resistance, retest, and then continuation to downside. Same thing here. Okay. These levels are there on the chart as much as you go. you can find it. Now, what I will do for myself to know these patterns or higher time frame, I'm going to highlight all settings, template, daily, finish. Okay. We go to 4 hours time frame. And one more thing I can do, I can't look at, so it will not move. So I know these all are dailies now. Okay. Now on 4 hours time frame, again I have levels. Here it was resistant, and we have support. So how you are going to draw this? I'm going to draw here. Why? Because this is latest support. It's important for me. So this is 4 hours time frame. And then now these levels, it was before, okay? But now, see, it's cleaned. You cannot again draw this one to reflect here. As soon as one time we clean the range, then you don't need to draw it again. Okay, fine. Now,
Vijay bro, mute yourself.
okay, here it was resistant, and then what? Support. Okay, we are on 4 hours. Maybe on FXCM you can find that it is support or in 1 hour, but it's important for us to have a notification on this level as well. Now here we see this daily. Okay, it was support. Here it was resistant. Then it continued to upside. Now this level, it's already clean, so I will not record anymore. Okay. Now the next move, we have here this resistance. After closing above, easily we can like now what happened here? What we can do on Monday? Monday we have this level. Okay. Now daily I don't need it because it's near to my 4 hour. I don't want a lot of lines here. Now the latest reaction we can find here. What we can expect that we break out happen here can be like this, and then like go there. Okay. So we have here level which have breakout, the latest one. Even this level could be respected. So we need to wait for the price action on this level and this level. The latest one always is important. Okay. But it was not breakout, it's just above this resistant body. So, okay. So I'm expecting this one. Now breakout happen, support, continuation. So how you are going to find the entries, the best entries. Now these are the higher time frame, how we are doing the analysis. Okay. I need to log this. Finish. Okay. I go for, let's say 1 hour. Now, many of you guys are practicing this candle. This one. Okay. Okay. This one, what does it mean? Means liquidity grab from the support level, close above, and we have clean range on this wick down, breakout, long as a price action. You can have entry here. Okay. And then tell the level this resistant TP1. Okay. So TP, like you can close some part and then keep runners, up to you. But nobody knows how it will move. So till here it is safe. And this is your risk to reward ratio. But where we go to 30 minutes time frame, we have only candle close above. Okay. Why we need to go to 5 minutes? This is the story here now. Now, on news time, we made liquidity level like this. Okay,
Yeah.
and then there was okay. This is a level. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you guys are asking me all the trend line. I use also dynamic. I don't show on my stories, but I use it. Okay, I use like this,
Mm.
like latest two touches. Okay, latest
Mhm.
two touches there. What I
Mhm.
find the breakout, and then on
Mhm.
retest I can enter, or the more confirmation is here to enter after this. Okay, so
Mhm.
but since I have a bullish pattern, I'm going to upside.
Mhm.
For me, it's important to break above. And most of these FU candles, liquidity candles, are having triangle pattern, close below, retest the lower levels, and then close above on 5 minutes. Okay, you can, after closing as a price action, you are confirming that liquidity is taken to this trend line, all are out, or some, so the sellers are out, even they sell from here, now they are out. Okay, so the next closing above the level, now here is to change my bias. Okay, now one entry is to enter after the breakout of the red candle, or the green candle. After the retest, I usually wait for the retest, because if retest does not happen, then I have the roll down. Not always I will have imbalance to go up like this. This level is breakout level, so retest 90% is happening. Okay, most of the time. So on retest, you can have an end out, or maybe this breakout also they are using sometimes. But the latest breakout, latest level, it's important. So here, sometimes you see wicks entry or breakout on this. Now, when nobody knows it will go 250 pips up, but of course, you will secure what you need and then keep runners. I got stopped out on this candle, this one. When I got secured some, then I didn't want to enter another time, because news, you don't know what will happen again. So I wait for these patterns. Okay, on lower time frame, on higher time frame, I wait for the even the liquidity candle most of the times on hitting the higher time frame. Like, let's say many times before, I think 15 minutes will show us. Okay, let's go for now. This is okay. Here is news. Okay, same thing we have here. No, where? Okay, these are 30 minutes. No, this is 4 hours chart. Okay, I have a level. Here it is one attempt, breakout, twice. Now here, this one. Support, another support, fake out, close above, continuation. Easily these candles, you can have a good RR when you have breakout. Like retest this candle or breakout on this candle at the end, you will be profitable. Okay, these are most of the patterns which I wait for this level. But to sell from middle of the range, I need like this level, or here, this level. If you see, sometimes we are having weak entry. This is another one. But now, you might ask, this is what happened here. There is on the left side on 4 hour time frame, we have a structure. I will show you that one now. Let's highlight this one. Okay. This is okay. I know it's taken liquidity from here,
Mm.
but even 4
Mhm.
hours, we go highlight. You see, tap, reaction,
Yeah.
down. Same thing here. Reaction. I sell the 30 minutes candle, I saw the rejection, and then it was here, I think, this one. When I had the cells 30 minutes. Okay. On this candle. When I saw it's closing below the zone,
Mhm.
so after short, wicks up, breakout, around 31 pip, I think. Yeah, 36, but this is okay, this was the move till here. Yeah, exactly
Mhm.
31 pips.
Mhm.
Okay. RR is not that much perfect, but good for FTMO or for my forex because you don't have drawdown. It will go to the 1 hour TP or 30 minutes body TP. Okay. So
Mhm.
these are the things. Now on breakout, I don't take usually. Most of the time I take on retest. Now let's say,
Yeah,
yeah, this
retest
breakout.
are best entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a simple method. I am searching for it. Now let's say here now it was resistant to 3, breakout, close above. Okay. Support 1, support 2. A few candle, then what you need confirmation? Nothing. That's everything you saw in the market. So if you're buying here till up, that's mean you have a pattern in your brain and you're having journey like you're journalizing your entries. Otherwise, if you enter sell from here, does not make sense. So these because it's clean range for 4 hour to play. So and there is a structure here only. Okay, now I need your question, like if you have any specific questions.
Do you use suppose that you took a sell on that 30-minute chart,
Okay.
30-minute candle. Do you look at that time 1-minute candle or 5-minute candle for entry, or
I
simply you take
see.
a break of low?
No, if my confirmation is on 30 minutes, I don't look
Mm-hmm.
on 5 minute to interrupt my emotion. Like let's say here it was entry was on 5 minutes. Means I
Yeah.
open only a 5 minute chart. I want the patterns to give me confirmation to go up. That's it. Here, 30
Okay.
minutes, I will wait only for, I will look at only 30 minute chart because if you look at 5 minutes, you will have a lot of confusion. Now we'll open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here, but
Mm-hmm.
see, on reverse, like on this one, on 5 minutes, when I enter here, short, this one. This will be my entry because I have closed below the the support. It's a move.
5 minute support.
Yeah. If I look
Okay.
at 5 minutes confirmation, then this is enough for me.
And do you look at these candles like that? This is 5-minute clean range, so price can come to this area.
If my entry is 5 minutes, yes.
Okay.
If it's 30 minutes, I wait for 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Then I will put in my journalized sheet. Entry was taken on 5 minutes, TP on 5 minute structure. That's it. So later on, I see what
Mhm.
I have win rate, better win rate.
Mhm.
But most of the time, on London session, I took 15 minutes, 30 minutes chart, Asian session, 30 minutes to 1 hour. But in Y session, 5 minutes, sometimes even 1 minute also will work.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple as it
London
is.
session is very difficult for me. Like
For
NY
you,
session is good price travel.
no, you change your
How?
time frame. Change your time frame. Don't look at 5 minutes on London. You know why?
Okay.
Because now see,
Mhm.
if you have something like this, okay,
Mhm.
on 5 minutes, it's a lot of data. Okay, it's like they are talking to you
Mhm.
too much, a lot of noise. So you need to
Yeah,
reduce that noise.
yeah.
Go to 15 minutes. Then what you have? You have support, resistance.
Mhm.
Okay, you go to 30 minutes, it will be reduced. You have support, this resistance, and then you know that, okay, this structure on the left side was respected. You have resistance there, retest it, close below. So now there is a chance for you to continue to downside.
Downside.
Yes. Okay. But I usually wait for confirmation on higher time frame, not on 1 hour. I wait for 4-hour levels like this. So selling
Mm.
here, it is not easy for me. Support, I have 4-hour here. Okay, I can look for buys. Sells from these levels are okay, no problem. From here, it's okay. There is 4-hour level. So no
Mhm.
issues. Yeah. But in the middle of the range, if it's buys, like I have now, this is my range. Okay, now breakout happen. Okay. Now I wait for the first structure retest, which is on the left side. And then
Mhm.
if it goes here, then I wait for buys if I want. If not, on breakout, retest, you can buy. This retest is what? To this level. Okay.
Yeah.
And then again, resistant, breakout, support, continuation. So you need to clean the noise by looking at the structures, breakout and retest. Otherwise, you will
Mm.
have and look at support and resistance on 4 hours, and then take trade confirmation entry on lower time frame candles for buy or selling the higher time frame levels.
Okay. Which session you prefer to trade?
I
Which
take
session
I
you
take
like?
Asian, I take London, I
Mm.
take NY. Why I don't have problem because I am waiting for 4 hours time frame levels. So
Okay.
one
Okay.
day we could be in Asian session here. One day in London
Mhm.
session we could be in this level. So why we miss those prime entries? So
Mhm.
not always on NY session we will be in the H4 level. We will be in the middle of the range. So
Yeah.
yeah, the more confirmation we get, it's on the rejection or reaction to higher time frame levels.
Okay. You set alert for all those levels?
No, what I do, I
Mhm.
remove everything. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's say if I want to enter here, I
Mhm.
have price action pattern. What is price action pattern? It's doji, right?
Mhm.
Okay. One way is to set alert here. Okay. One alert. That's
Mhm.
it. Another way
Mhm.
for me is to look for the liquidity. What type of liquidity I'm talking about? Let's say here it's very clean liquidity. Okay. I have
Yeah.
sell liquidity from there. Always two, like last two is important for me. Like here. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I need like reaction. Let's say this two FUs can. Okay. Now, whenever on the chart I have breakout,
Mhm.
okay, breakout, what will happen? Easily you have resistance on the left side, you have breakout, right? Retest, support during the session, buys.
Mhm.
One time, this is now you cannot catch 30 minutes, no problem. You can go for 15 minutes. You see this candle closed above, rejection to the level,
Mhm.
you can buy from here. So this type of confirmation I wait. So this is my price alert.
Mhm.
Then I wait for entries here. Now, if I have a lot of candles like this,
Printing
I
side by side.
yeah, and then I go to 30 minutes. If I
Mhm.
see again same story, I go for
Mhm.
1 hour. Then we know
Mhm.
this in the week, like this week was NFP. Majority waited for the news to finish. So not compulsory. I see now you have one support here, second support. Okay,
Mhm.
but what I mean to reduce the noise, you need to go to 1 hour time frame or higher time frame. Now to take entries, if it's not clean, don't jump in a trade. You need one or two,
Mhm.
3 trades in a week. That's it.
Mhm.
Like here, I never search for any trade in these levels. But look at this one on 5 minutes NY session. We had this move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Full liquidity. People are buying each and every break of a structure. Now, closing above the first level, which is to the last one, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
This is closing below. Retest is now breakout. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now for people to have, okay. Now breakout, retest, closing below, then you see the volume
Yeah.
here. Now this is how many pips? 35. Now again, retest, you see here, we had retest on the week's entry. Okay. Closing below this support and then breakout. So these are small confirmations. I usually take it to avoid entering on each and every like the structure is saying I'm going to upside. So I wait for this liquidity to finish to get over. Just structure on lower time frame. Okay, it's fine. Any question on this? No, I don't see.
Pepetto,
Yeah.
if you are getting your trades on the 30-minute candle, would you drop down to, for example, the 5-minute candle to get a tighter stop loss, or would you just use the 30-minute candles for the stop losses?
I use 30 minutes for a stop loss. Like if I take confirmation on 30 minutes candle, my stop loss is 30 minutes candle. If my confirmation is on 5 minutes, my stop loss is on 5 minutes candle.
Okay.
So yeah, I was doing mixture of entering on 5 minute, sorry, a breakout on 5 minute and a stop loss on breakout on 30 minutes, but a stop loss on 5 minutes. Always I was getting a stop out.
Okay.
Because you are entering on higher time frame where your stop loss is 5 minutes. Because on 5 minutes you can find after this breakout, what will happen? First we have breakout, then we have retest. This retest can go till here, half of the week. Nobody knows. Then it come back, close below, then it will move to upside, to downside, sorry. So that's why if you are entering on 30 minutes, the stop loss are here. On 5 minutes, what I do, if I am late, let's say I entered, there was a time I was late entry, having a late entry. Where is it? I want something which will show me that it's fake out. There was a day that was 15 minutes, even to so many noises, or 30 minutes, so many noises we had. Yeah, this area. I think. Okay. This was news now. There was London session, I think. It was Friday. This was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think London session. Okay, I don't remember exactly which time, which date it was, this Friday or next. But I'm
Yeah,
sure
no worries.
they want to show you that sample, so it will be easy.
24th February.
It was sell. It was sell, so I think
24th February, I think.
London session.
It's just that sometimes the 30-minute candles
yeah.
are so
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 24th February.
Yeah. Okay. Now here, this week's. I am sure many got confirmation for sells, but get out from this. Okay. We couldn't have a runner. Now you see here, we have a confirmation candle resistant, and then closing below. So we will sell from this range, 8 pips to 30 pips, 29 pips, 8 pips, whatever. Okay. Now
Mhm.
it will come back again, retest, and then continue to downside. So now this is 30 minutes breakout, and then we have
Mhm.
retest. Now it's same
Mhm.
level. If we go for the fourth trip, it's March.
it's just that sometimes the 30-minute candles are quite big and stop loss becomes quite big.
Okay, don't enter. We don't enter because the patterns, the patterns are saying. Okay, I will show you now one thing. Now here, I will come back to 30 minutes. Now, if you see here, the breakout happen, retest, and then a beautiful continuation to downside. So how you can keep runners here, okay, after closing or breaking this structure, you can have an entry to downside. Now,
Mhm.
on 30 minutes, I don't put the stop loss above 30 minutes. I put above the current candle high. Now I have the FU candle. My short will be here.
What is meaning of FU candle?
I don't know. FU or liquidity or any candle which will go to up, take buy side, like we have a doji.
Okay.
This is support. A lot of buyers are in, wherein
Mhm.
all of the sudden bank will come back, and then for an institution they will close it below the support.
Mhm.
These it should be closing below the support, not only taking up and closing below. Okay, there should be a level on the left side. Here we have this level.
Mhm.
If you do like this, you will find closing below. Okay, it will either close below this even latest support. When it's closed here, this one is one place or half of the wick you can put. Then stop loss that there, and then till here is your. Now, how I know this is my TP? It's not blindly. Okay, we have on the left side level, this level. So on Fridays there is no volume. You need only 75% of the range. Okay, which is this is full TP, 75%. Now here it is. Let's say this is 100%. 75% will be somewhere here. So that's enough for me to take sell here because we have a structure here. And then again, if I want to sell, this is your support, close below. So you take another entry here. Now, sometimes I don't take these trades, but even though I journalize them, I am mentioning that I did not take it. Whether I was not in the chart or my eyes is not used to it, but I know there is support here. There is a logic. So if it makes sense, I keep it in the journal. Like this is my FU, and then TP taken. So means breakout happened. Now where is breakout? Here. Okay. Again, I want to enter. I need retest. Okay. Close below. So I enter here on this candle, but I don't have a FU. What I do? I put a stop loss above. here, above the structure, which is here. Okay, my next structure downside, I will look at it, where it will be. It's here. So my TP will be somewhere here. That's it. If I don't have a few, I put above the structure. If I have current candle breakout, that's enough. Now, how is your risk calculation? 1%, 0.5%. If I don't have the FUs, like liquidity candle, I'll take 20, even 0.25%. I don't go for 1% full. Because at the end of the month, if I make 5 to 10%, me as a beginner, that's enough. Long term, I will run FTMO big accounts or anything, then I can get more. So I'm not looking for that always for that big RR. Most of the time, I look for patterns I need. If the patterns are there, I will take it. Big RR happening in the news, sometimes here, another time. Yeah, not always. Here again, this one. It was, see, I think I took buys here. I kept buy limit. I left it long. Now, why I took this one and stop loss below this doji structure? Because I know most of the time it will come here and then it will go back. Then it took it up. So why? Because remove these noise 4 hours. It will give you the story.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 hours. What we have level on the left side, right? These level. Let remove everything. No. Because if I put all the levels, you will get confused. Okay. What we have resistance. Then we have breakout. So breakout happened with imbalance. There is no retest. So what we need, at least one retest. So where is the best place to put? We have here, which has already happened. Next breakout was here. So these area are good for taking buy limit long. Stop loss where below this structure. If you go there, you will find there is a structure, not doji. So
Yeah.
5 minutes. Okay, this is the structure I have. And this structure part, this Kervin, he cleaned everything for me. I was not familiar with it at all. So this is my current low breakout. So why it is important to be respected? Because as I said, we have structure to upside. Next, this was the resistance, right? So it turned support. This should be respected, but we have imbalance. That's mean retest is coming soon.
Yeah.
And this is not on 5 minutes decision. Decision was made on 4 hours. Because 5 minutes alone imbalances are not enough. Here, like we have retest happen and went again, same first TP. But why this we have? Because we have 4 hours candle here. Structure broken, retest happen with a gap and then went up. So these patterns are boring. You need to wait for it.
I missed this move that day buy over here. I was expecting that it will come down little bit more, like at least 2-3 pips more to the downside to take buy.
At least here to stop loss these candles, this liquidity didn't do it.
Yeah, actually, I was expecting that day to price come to which area? Let me tell you. I missed entry by 1 pip by 1838.85, but it didn't tap that day.
Yeah, you know,
It
one
missed
thing
by
you need to keep
one
in.
pip.
Okay, I will tell you one thing. You need to keep in mind most of the time retest is happening on latest structure breakout. What I mean, like let's say I have here, right? Okay. Now, where is the retest? See, breakout happen here. Retest. Okay. Now, same story here. This was breakout. Now this retest happened. Next is this level. But the stop loss entry will be here because below the structure is safest place to have a stop loss. But you don't see these patterns every day. You see here in the chart. No, not always. We have, but you need to recognize it. Now this one also happened. We had the structures here. So
now I understand why I missed that
yeah.
that day. Latest structure and imbalance tap and price went up.
Yeah, and the retest should be first retest, not second. Yeah, this is the
Is this
second.
is this the breakout candle and this is the retest of this breakout candle here?
Yeah, this is the retest. This is the breakout. Yes. And why this breakout is very important, not these breakout. I will tell you why. Because we had liquidity here. Okay. As I mentioned, the two lower high are important for liquidity. Okay. So later on, let's zoom in too much.
Yes, because I think Cohen emphasizes the breakout candle, retested the breakout candle.
Yeah, most of the time I was confused which level to choose. I have level here, okay, level here. I have another level. Again, I have level, but I don't know which one. So what I did, I did a lot of journalizing trades. I found out that the latest breakout, okay, the latest structure breakout, we have most of the reaction there. We don't have to level
actually on
2
4-hour also.
Even 4 hour, yes, I agree. So
Yeah.
so even on daily also. So there is
Yeah.
okay. So that is the thing when I noticed how to have a good entries. Okay, so yeah, here retest support, close, then I know this is continuation. This breakout for me it's easier than this breakout. Why? Because now we have touch to upside, we have higher high, higher low. So next will be higher high.
How you can you explain more about these two liquidity? How you mark this line?
Okay.
Like
I'll tell you now.
these two liquidity.
Forget about this.
Like this.
Just I will tell you the pattern. You need to remember one thing. Okay, always they say like 95% they are losing, right? So why there is a lot of people are losing? Because they sell here, they sell here, they sell here. So I don't know. They know only that there is resistance, reaction, sell, or even I don't know the algos they made in that way. But what we have, it's like an English word, I think compression, something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
compression. Yeah.
Yes, and then the price will jump. Yes, either to up or to down. Now, I don't know where it will jump. So what I will do, I will wait for breakout. Breakout happen. My work is to take at retest after after the market. So here is my retest. Now we have two type of entries. One will go for buy limit and a stop loss here. One will wait for support, and then breakout of the support will take it. Okay, so combination of price action with this liquidity lines. This is one pattern of my entry. Now, the price action on 30 minutes, like Raja style, Donvo, those are another pattern. Okay, so I look for the higher win rate. I have in my journalized sheet. I give you the both patterns now. What I look for, and the ranges I look for, it's 4 hour minimum, because if I go to 1 hour, I will get a lot of confusion. Prices are jumping from 4 hour zones to another zone, from a structure to another structure, and always this is happening. I will show you one example here on month of February. Now, this is 4 hour, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Here, it was coming slowly. Look, support, resistance. Again,
Yeah.
we have, even here, we have a small reaction. We can take it. But if you want to clean the noise, this one, yes. And then here, another one. Another one. It's up to the trader how he would like to draw this,
Yeah.
because at the end you need reaction
Yeah.
on lower time frame. Now you see here. So all the zones, which is breakout, I don't take the breakout, I take what? Retest.
Retest.
Yeah, and the retests are beautiful. See here, let's say
Yeah.
this candle on 4 hour. Rejection to this previous zone, then resistance. It was support here. After that, breakout and 77 pips. Okay, I don't know which is my TP. TP can be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more simple until you confuse yourself with a lot of patterns.
Yeah.
And here you see another review on 4 hour.
There was how many which 4 hour chart you use? Forex.com, different one, or
I will tell you, I came to Oanda, but all are same. Why I came to Oanda? Because sometimes for me to know the level, I use this volume. Now let's say I want to know which level is important. You see here, this support is important for me. So I have beautiful what? Retest. Okay.
Okay.
So how many mixed things I use, but I use on higher time frame. Entries always one type of entry. On the 5 minutes, I have one type of entry. On M15, M30, on 1 hour, I have 1 or 2 type of entry. That's it. But to analyze the chart, I use many things on 4 hour time frame and plus, because even if you use RSI on 4 hours, it will work.
Yeah. RSI on 4
Yeah,
hours.
it will work.
I
Yeah.
have seen. Yeah.
So
Mainly divergence.
yes, but on 1 hour till downside, we have a lot of fake out on these indicators.
Yeah.
Where did you get them? I took from Donvo and then I changed it to my type, and then I changed the template to the color I like. I will share it, no problem. Do you trade similar to work in silence? I do sometimes, but now I have my journalized trade, so I look for my own patterns only. Because I'm working, I don't like to have full time sitting and checking the chart. I wait for these patterns, that's it. And working silence entries, you have to be like, you don't have a work tension or a study tension. If you're in the university, let's say, or you're working as a job and you're looking at 1 minute chart, you're going to be a lot of tension, because you have to analyze the sessions, Asian, London, liquidity area. And then when what we used to do, we used to look for the, like this is London, okay, let's say. And this is, let's say, okay, let's say before what I was doing with Eugen. Now, here is Asian box, okay? Forget this. This is Asian box. Now, London guys, what they will come to do? in their session, they used to stop out these cells and they take the right to the downside. Okay, so we are highlighting this level as a liquidity here. We're talking, okay, this is like this, and then we are waiting when it's tapped, FU, and then take to downside. How is the FU now? Let's see.
Is that the same as looking for session highs and lows for
Yes, yeah, even
top entries?
yeah, even
Okay.
middle of the range. So my chart doesn't show 1 minute, but I'm sure there is some kind of confirmation on 1 minute. So above this, closed below. Okay, you can take this one as an entry on 5 minutes.
I
Now,
think there can be one FU candle over here.
okay, but
Liquidity.
even
Okay.
5 minutes will work. I will tell you why. Short
Yeah.
here. This is FU.
Mm.
This is TP1,
Yeah.
TP2, TP3.
That day I took a short over here.
Okay.
And when this bullish candle was forming, I sometimes what happened is on 5 minute, suppose that this 5 minute candle formed, again this 5 minute candle formed, then next 5 minute candle will break this candle 5 minute candle high and close below.
Yes.
So I didn't move my stop loss to break even over here. I know that it can break a previous 5 minute high, then after that it can drop. I kept my stop loss over here.
Okay, that is nice also to consider. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like a breakout. If this level on the left side are respected,
Yeah.
you'll have retest and then breakout. Second breakout, put a stop loss at entry. You will never be stopped out. Here, see here,
Yeah.
this area, you're not stopped out because second structure
Yeah.
broken. Now the retest is going to be where? To this structure,
Mm.
not to
Mhm.
upper level.
Yeah. A lot of time gold will do like it will break a previous 5 minute low, and then after that it starts pushing up.
Yeah.
It will break a 5 minute high, then after that it
Gold,
will
yeah,
start
because
going
of a lot
down.
of volume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are trading on.
Every time it tries to grab liquidity to move further.
Okay, got you. Um, okay.
Here
He-
also there
Yeah.
is one example.
No, okay,
Broke 5
one.
minute high.
Yeah, that is also exactly
Yeah.
short and breakout here. And then you see again another retest, again another
Mm.
sell. Okay, one question here is about even this is FU. Now you see here
Yeah. Yeah.
FU attempt. Okay. Sir,
Attempted.
yeah. Sir, we are trading M15 TP. Where our TP should be? Our TP should be the 30 minutes body. 15 minutes use the structures because bodies are small. 30 minutes use the body of 30 minutes or 1 hour body. If you go to all the charts on 1 hour time frame, you will find somehow they are respecting their bodies. Like cells tell this respected. Like here buys 75% of the range. We have TPs are on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, we are using a structure. 30 minutes, 1 hour, we use body. Even 4 hours, we use body of the candle. Sorry, I didn't catch what did you say about Donvo. Donvo, I said I'm using his journal pattern, journal format, and then I made my own template because I like how he is journalizing his trade. Okay. Funding account, yes. But I go very small, not like even 2% I make, I am happy. Okay.
Samir bro, do you have any question? Emmanuel bro.
No, I'm just glad
Just
that
I am asking. Yeah.
No, bro. Just listening. Everything have been clear. And it's
Yes.
quite simple, let's say, strategy, or let's say clear, about the structures, levels, everything, also the setup.
So Pipetto, the stuff that Eugene posts, he gets some really good entries, really tight stop losses. Are you saying that he just needs to spend a lot more time on the charts, and because you've more focused on work or school, you've just adjusted the way you trade? And is that why you're looking at these entries rather than the more working silence entries?
Yes, because those entries, like let's say, who is not mute? I will tell you one thing. Where is this? Okay. I will tell you how and why. Session.
Saga bro, mute yourself.
Yeah, okay, we got it now. Yeah. Now, what is happening? Sometimes I reach late, like let's say here. Now this London session liquidity is taken. Okay, so where I am somewhere here. So there or Asian session, sometimes liquidity is taken and then 50 pips to downside. So because I am late, I found myself, I cannot go with those entries because I have to wait again for another day for the session. Like half the London session range was retested and then gone up. So not always in the beginning of the session it's happening, or it's in the middle of the session. So because I missed those, I go for the price action. And price action, how I set my alerts are very simple. Like I wait for 4-hour time frame levels to be tapped, and then wait for my pattern. Every 30 minutes or 1 hour, I check the candle. If I see on 5 minutes liquidity lines, then I set alert on those liquidity lines. That's it. No more extra patterns.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That is more simple.
Do you
You
use key
said-
levels 40, 45, 50, 55? Like that?
When I draw 4-hour levels, I saw some levels are matching with that. So
Yeah.
so I by default it will come, but I used to do that earlier when Kevin was teaching. Now no, because I'm using these levels only directly. So now let's say this one, it's 1824.0. Kevin is doing little up, will be 1825. That's it. It is at the end same. Every $5, $10 there is reaction.
Yeah.
you are saying about you trade sometimes in the Asian session. So do you recommend that one, and how you do that?
I because there was a lot of losing trade happening to me. I used to trade in Y session 5 minutes candle, and I used to do the same thing in Asian. Okay, Kevin highlight one thing. He said 5 minutes. We use it for what you call for NY session because we have higher volume. But when you go to London session, you see a lot of candles beside each other in M5. So when you go to M15, it will be clean. And then if you go for Asian session, you see M15, you have a lot of candle printing beside each other. So where you go for M30 and H1. Okay, so Asian session, I use M30, H1. That's it. And even I have entries, I am taking those on the structure of H1, not M5 or M15. Like let's say when it was here, I think this is Asian session. Let me find one buy on Asian session. Okay, I think this one, yeah. Or maybe even here. Okay, these two places for my time Asian session. Here. (23rd) and 22nd. Okay. Now I have key level for our support. Okay, so now breakout happen. What I'm waiting next? Retest, right? After breakout, what we have?
Yes, yes, yeah, retest.
Okay, I have candle here. This candle I have, this candle I have, a lot of candles. Sometimes what I do, if I see zones are close to each other, I take long here, retest on these latest breakout here, and put a stop loss below this zone, and TP1 here, TP2 here, these bodies. You see?
Yeah,
It's more easy to enter, but on breakout, you have less pips. Here, I take like 0.25%. It's more easy and no tension. You can wait. You don't have any emotion to what you're losing 1% because you will wait for that to go to your profit. And then when it's gone to your profit, you made around what? 0.5%. Okay, so that is Asian
yes,
session
yes,
type of trades. Means I will put entry here. I go to my office like 5 a.m. my time. I wake up or earlier, and then I took entries, and then I wait till TP hit. Okay, I don't set TP. I wait whatever it's giving. I put a stop loss at entry when there is new structure on the patterns here. Now on H1, there is a breakout here. After breakout, I put a stop loss at entry and close 20 pips or 10 pips or even 20, whatever I'm happy in 50% of my position. I close it.
Yeah.
And then keep the runners. If I get 30, 35, I close again 50%. If I get 70, 80%, again 50% of the current position I'm closing. 150, 100, I close all, then I don't keep. Sometimes I keep a small runner. A small runner, even 0.1 can give you like $100, $200 on a small account. That is amazing. Okay, but big
Okay.
accounts, you can keep runners, especially if you know you're not counter trending, you're taking with the higher time frame trend. Like let's say this is your trend. Okay,
Yeah,
you have these levels like support become resistant. You have entry here. Okay, so our entries
Mm.
here, let's say anywhere in the resistance, near to resistance. Then you have runners.
yeah,
You will be happy because next breakout, you will secure some, and always you don't have that. You're not interested to take again trades or extra trades because you know that your big trend is sell. So you will wait for resistance to form and then on H4 and then sell. That's it.
yeah,
If you do that, you will never like, let's say now higher time frame, we have break of a structure. So whatever trade you take buys, you're going to be profitable at the end. Because you know that the
yes.
market structure character has been changed from sell to buy position.
Bye.
Yeah.
And is there any particular time it's more in the not?
Like what do you mean particular time?
Suppose Tokyo Open or something like that.
See, for H4, opening the sessions, you will be happy because you will find a volume. Okay, that's better. But
Yeah.
let's say you are trading out of the session hours. Okay,
Yeah.
I avoid those times because the volume is less and
Yeah.
the reaction of the price action will be very slow. So I try to avoid, but I don't necessarily jump for the opening of the session. Whenever we are near to the
Yeah.
key level, by default, there is volume.
Yes.
Okay, because most of the people are looking for buys or sells on those levels. because we are near to the
And
key
do
level.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you trade in Europe session as well?
Yeah, if my alert triggered, yes.
Okay.
Like Friday sometimes. During the weekdays, Mondays, we have London session better than NY. So yeah, I take. It's not necessary because you know how dynamic you can be with the candles time frame. If you use like M30 H1 with the price action on Asian session, M15 M30 for London session, M5 for NY session, it's more
Yeah.
easier to trade. But if you fix M5 for all, you're going to lose in Asian session, you're going to lose in London session, you're going to win in NY. If you use only M30 for all, you're going to win in an Asian session, sometimes to win in London session, you're going to have a lose in NY session or less,
NY.
yeah, or less TP. Or it's not
Yeah.
necessary to
Yes.
lose, or your like TP will be 25 pips like that. But 5 minutes can give you 50, like $5 move in the NY session. And the price action
Yeah.
on 5 minutes are clean. If you use the structure price action.
Yeah.
And I am sure those guys who are journalizing the trade, they have pattern. So in my stories, I was looking for those guys only because I have like 1, 2, or 3 patterns. I want to know if somebody has made any new pattern or recognize any pattern which has high probability to take trades on those. So if in case you are doing journal, you will find out maybe new patterns by every like 3 months, 4 months, maybe you will find better entries. So as a group, it will be happy to see those patterns repeating and then everyone is taking benefit. That's why I was asking if somebody is journalizing the trade, it will be good to go for these sessions.
Do you recommend anything for the right journal?
Yeah, don't change your strategy at all. Use one strategy and then the journal sheet, a template I shared, you can modify it, you can change it based on you, but try to keep
Yeah.
the pictures because typing that buy sell will not make you like to remember your patterns. You need to take the pictures, link of the trading view picture and put it there with the
Yeah.
entry and your analysis. So next time, if the same pattern will repeat, you will take it. That's it.
Okay.
Do not take any additional patterns which are new for you. Those you can just
Okay.
paper trade it. Now, the FU type of candles here, let's say this is your breakout, okay? Here. Now, you did not take trade whole way till down. What you will do? Next, you have support. FU closed below. Take this trade that day. And how many pips? Maybe you can take 70 or first move 38 pips and close.
Yeah.
So these all moves does not make sense for you, don't take it. Okay, because either you will catch from here or here. Here, if you have any pattern in lower time frame, let's say this one, 30 minutes, you close below the
Yeah,
support
yeah.
without FU and there is doji. So, okay, this is also my second pattern. You can take from here, the stop loss above, till this TP, 78 pips. So if you have these patterns in your generalized sheet, you'll never, never, ever jump in any middle of the range.
Okay.
That journal will help you to be profitable.
Yeah, I will follow that.
Yeah.
Please share.
Sure, I will share it in the group. So there is no secret, there is nothing hidden. Like, yeah, it's only about higher time frame and entries on lower time frame and having fewer patterns. That's it.
Yeah.
So, Papita, just one more question, please.
Yeah.
When you draw your support and resistance on the 4-hour time frame, and you take retest entries after a breakout, how far do you look for the retests? For example, if it goes more than 50% of the range, you will no longer consider the trade valid, or
Okay, can you
wait?
give me example, because I can answer many like in different ways, but I need
Yeah,
examples so I can
if I say-
make it clear for you.
So you've got your support here and your resistance here. And
Okay.
this is the breakout candle. And your retest, would you be looking for a retest up to this point, half here, or all the way down for the continued move up?
Okay. So okay, now
I mean, or
Okay.
where would you
will
consider the retest no longer valid?
okay, this is your resistant, right?
Oops, sorry.
No problem. I'm drawing again.
Okay.
So this is your resistant, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now you have a breakout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, let's say you had, say I will make you I will give you another confusion. You have this another level up, and then you break above. Now, this retest, low probability. This is high probability retest. So the retest can come here, and now wick down, wick up, I don't care, but I need to retest this level and close a bullish candle, or at least a doji candle. So the breakout of that candle can ride the move to this TP1 or next level TP2. Is that clear? It's not necessary come to this structure if we have broken one more
Okay.
structure. Yes, the
Okay,
same
okay.
scenario we have here. You see this one? Now, went up, retest this level, did not come back here.
Yes. Okay.
So we need to take this structure considered also. If it come back, then again we need support here. Then we can go up. Take the right to the upside.
I see. Okay.
But the highest probabilities with the latest breakout, always.
Okay.
And I think if it doesn't retest the first one, it comes to retest later on,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
It's usually when price leaves imbalance behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
When marking your zones, Pepetto, do you, like when you're marking the lines, do you consider like either the body or the wicks? Or all that matters to you is just really that area, and then you want to see how candles react there?
For me, yeah, I don't consider the body or wicks. I just consider the reactions. See,
Mhm.
if you do a simple way, now let's go for the line chart. Okay, this is your 4 hours. Now forget about the candles.
Okay.
This is another one level. Now you clean the noise, you see? Okay, now you're going to tell me these zones are clean, that's why I'm drawing. What I do? Remove everything. Now, where is our price? Here. This was the structure. So I'm expecting reaction to this zone. Yes.
Yeah. So you're expecting a reaction to that zone.
Yeah.
And then if he keeps on breaking, reaction to that one.
Yes.
To that one.
And then if
Gotcha.
breakout to downside, then again reaction to this level to sell. But if continuously going to another level, I don't care because I cannot go for breakout. I'm not predicting.
You're always looking for the retest.
Retest. Predicting
Okay.
breakouts are not easy for a retail trader, for us. We don't know. Even on news, even on 5 minutes on news, if you go for that, let's go for how we can easily go for breakout and retest concept. 5 minutes. Now here, this was our level, right? Now, breakout, we need retest and then go up. Two type of entries are there. Either on retest, stop loss below, or we have retest completed and then breakout, a stop loss on current candle low to continue to up. So you open the candles, you find retest. This red one is retest.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
So this breakout for the news, I don't need to enter on buy stop, sell a stop. I need to enter on retest. Now, either I have cowboy entry from down or on breakout from here to go to up. Again, breakout happen. Again, we have retest. This is clean price action. Breakout, retest, breakout, retest. These are imbalances. We don't have retest. We have this candle. On this level, we had the price action. You see here? Support 1, support 2, you can enter. But who will enter on the end of the session?
So Pepetto, say for example, say this is the breakout candle.
Yeah.
And you've got the retest here. Where would you look to enter, here, or would you look to enter on the break of here again?
Okay, high probability entry is to wait to get this retest and then break out of that candle. High probability, okay? When I'm talking about high probability, because I have journalized the entries based on this, okay? To take this price to up 50% or it is 40% win rate. So when I change the entries to break out, I got 90% win rate. So that's why on my journal sheet, I always love to enter on retest completion, means breakout, retest completion. Then the candle which is retest done by that candle, I want to enter on breakout of this candle, the red one.
Oh, okay.
Which is here. And the stop loss here. Because it does not make sense to break out this and come back again down, again retest. That means there is no volume.
And what about this retest?
The second one?
Yeah, like this one was a breakout, again price came and did the retest over here.
Same story.
Do you think
this one you can enter there? If you did you missed entries,
yeah,
you can enter there.
do you think do you think
breakout also yesterday?
Yeah. Do you think this one as a breakout and this one as a retest?
Yeah, that is another. You need to be. That's for the trader. Most of you guys, you can easily like recognize this resistance. But when you are trading, you forget that again you have breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout.
Yeah.
So when you move your stop loss to entry, wait for breakout. You entered on breakout, right? After breakout, what you have? Retest. Retest completed. And then this pattern you got, instead of entering new entry, okay, just
Hold this trade.
hold this trade.
Yeah.
So you have less tension. 25%, it can give you 1% in one day and finish. You're happy.
I took based on 1 minute somewhere here by
even 1 minute.
On this, yeah.
Even 1 minute, it has a structure.
Yeah.
See? Even 1 minute. Now, how 1 minute it has a structure? If you follow this, this one is up. I don't care. Yeah. I need downside. Okay. So this is a lot of rejection. 5 minute breakout.
Yeah.
Retest again. Let's delete this by stop. Okay, here. You see another structure. Again, another structure. Again, another structure. Now it's again in a structure. Okay, it's till you go up, you will find there is like a building. Okay, of price here imbalance.
Yeah.
Again, another structure. You will not finish. You will find again in 1 minute. It's
Yeah.
how your eyes will recognize these patterns. See, always you have like this. Now this was okay. Breakout here.
Mhm.
Structure. Breakout. It's like this. Okay, you forget this. Let's control Z. Now I think line chart will give you this more clean. You see? Retest, 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 retest. Again, range, retest, breakout. So here again, market is moving like that. Breakout, retest, breakout, retest. You will be tired. If you know this pattern and you are having algo with higher time frame, you can make a lot of profit. People were talking in the beginning, like 4 years ago for me, but I was not understanding what does it mean, breakout, retest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retests are the best entry.
Yeah, yes, retests are the best. And now how you will enter on retest, this is the pattern which you will find in your generalized sheet. Now I found that
Yeah.
one after a red candle, like retest the level, close above.
Mhm.
Here is idle entry. Now when to bring the stop loss to entry? Again, after generalizing my sheet, I saw that after breaking the new structure, then I put a stop loss to entry, it will work. But if there is no structure
Yeah.
like this on that time frame on 5 minutes, so you cannot decide when to bring until unless you consider these as a zone on 1 minute.
I wanted to take buy again, but this doji candle, because of this doji candle, I didn't took buy.
No, don't ever try, like if you
Yeah.
miss the entries on this
Yeah.
level, okay? Then, and this level also you missed, it's enough.
Mhm.
Forget that trade. You have
Yeah.
a lot of days, NFP will come, a lot of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the end of the month result to be like, if you are 1% up, you will be happy. So see how 4 years,
Mhm.
6 years until you land. Then
I
if you
tried
miss
to-
the entry, forget it.
I tried to get in here and I got stopped out because
Okay.
No, I took entry over here. I saw this doji and before news, and I had my idea was that gold can go to 1845 area. I placed a
1845. Okay.
yeah, 1845, not 1845. Let me see,
Here.
1845. Yeah, at least to 1845 area was my target.
Yeah.
And all this was my bonus, and I placed buy limit, and it got slipped by 8 pips in news, but I closed my position over here because it can do retracement again, and that if I will move my stop loss to break even, then also I am out from this trade. So I
Yeah.
thought that it is better to close. I closed my
Yeah.
trade again.
Yeah.
I took entry over here, but I closed over here.
You know why? Because in news you are getting
then I yeah
28
then
pips.
yeah then I realized my mistake that I didn't my bias was that gold is going to the upside from a liquidity point of view, and that the house session were forming to the downside and house session formed to the left side. But at least, and this one, because of news, my lot size was also penny lot size. So in the end, I thought at least I made some money, and my analysis went well. And
Yeah.
after that, I didn't took any trade. It is it is journey.
I lost here, and then it was 1850. I thought this is it, you can't go up anymore.
You see, whenever you are expecting that price is going up, wait for some retracement. I try to buy retracement. for further price to push up instead of taking like a breakout trade.
In
Try to
Asian
buy
session I do that.
retracement.
I buy retestment.
Yeah,
In Asian session because
yeah.
it's very slow. I hate to, because when you go for breakout of the new structure in Asian session it will take long time, but when you take
Yeah.
retracement you're happy.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But also,
And this one was also very good in retracement. I think Mohammed took this entry.
Yeah, I took it based on the previous high before
Yeah.
Great.
breakout.
Yeah,
It
okay,
was
okay.
breakout.
Zone, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I agree. Yeah, that is making sense. If you do that,
yeah,
yeah, it
Mhm.
is. This is the last structure. So
Mhm.
you need to find the reaction. If you get reaction,
Mhm.
it makes sense to do that. But if you are
Mhm.
waiting for these levels and these levels are ignored, less probability. Always the latest like a breakout, it's important. Now next time we don't expect to close below and then again go up, because it's again already
Mhm.
happened. The work
Yeah.
happened here.
For maximum, like I
One
see,
time.
like go to 30 minutes,
Okay.
and this is also your 1855 area is for retest on your 4-hour and daily area. And I
Yeah.
find this as an order block. I think the price can retrace to this area. It can take out this low,
Yes.
and after that it can start pushing up again.
Yes. And these levels could be
Yeah.
ignored. Slowly it will come to downside.
Yeah.
We might have another retest here, but very like
Yeah.
30, 50 pips. Sometimes I take retest on this level. Like
Mhm.
I will wait for long here. Let's say I put a stop loss below the structure, but very
Mhm.
like without confirmation I enter. But that one, like here, okay. But
Mhm.
that it is less risk, and it can move
Mhm.
for 30 to 50 pips, $5 move,
Hmm.
because this was the latest structure here broken, and the retest
Yeah.
on higher time frame did not happen.
Yeah. On 4-hour also, it forms some structure in this area. So
Yes, but
price
now,
can retest come.
yeah, but now this one, it is less probability, high probability tests are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, on Monday, we could have here in the Asian London session. Yeah, that one, it's less probability.
Okay. Okay.
This one, less probability, but higher probability is the latest breakout.
With the way daily candle closed, I think it will push further up, and weekly candle also grab liquidity. Previous weekly candle closed to bullish, and last weekly candle also grab liquidity, like it has long wick to the downside, and it looks like it is rejecting that zone. I think it will retest this 1900 area again.
Yeah, and now
Also,
yeah,
Yeah, to that area also 1926 and 1960. The structure
also,
is higher time frame. Structure is still bullish.
yeah,
Weekly candles are closing above support. It
yes,
did a retest to support, and
I agree.
also the situation in Silicon Valley that didn't start last week is gonna push gold up, I think. So it's almost correlated with the levels that we are looking for.
Fundamental, you mean? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
situation with the banks of Silicon Valley that will be in bankrupt maybe.
Okay, guys, the
yeah,
fundamental.
Elon Musk will buy that bank for
Okay,
digital payment.
do one practice for tomorrow. Okay. Now here
Uh-huh.
or for Monday, here we are expecting to be to form some kind of liquidity. Okay, draw the trend line which is having the liquidity to sell side. As soon as its breakout happen on 1 hour, okay, do not an Asian session 1 hour, don't forget. London session 15 minimum, and then NY 5 minutes, no problem. If you could find any like breakout happen to the resistance here, the structure will form. Okay, the structure will
Yeah.
form like this. It will come like this down. Okay, as soon as breakout happen, now this is our resistance become support. It will retest and then go up. So again, liquidity for sell. Again, same story to continue to up. This is the pattern they are using at the moment. Now, if I put alert, I will put alert for sell trend line to take buys.
Yeah. Zoom chat is active. Can you please explain $5 lever or $5 move for gold or the $5 concept?
Where you are saying where you will put alert?
I'm saying now we are expecting to go for buys, right? So
Yes.
so we need to do a daily wick down to this level, or maybe little
Yeah.
downside even. So I need to know
Yeah.
when is the liquidity is grabbing to the downside. Like I need to find
Yeah.
something like break of structure to downside. As soon as this trend line of break of structure to the downside will be broken, we will have like this kind of pattern. Okay.
Yes.
Breakout. So this is my important resistance, which turn to be support to continue to up, and then it will go like this up. So yeah, I will look at this line to take buys.
Yeah.
So
And second question, do you think it will, as per current scenario, do you think it will pass 1900?
1900.
There is 1 hour weekly doji and weekly FEG area, which is
Yeah, for the
from
week.
where price can.
Yeah, this is resistant for the weekly.
Yes.
It can go up, and if it's closed below, then it come back to continue to downside. If it's closed above, it means breakout, retest, then continue to the next level.
I'm expecting some sort of retracement from this area to downside.
Okay.
And again further up.
Okay.
This is weekly doji and fair value gap over here.
Yeah.
So
Now,
it can tap this.
yeah, now to confirm that we are going to upside, we need to have a breakout and support here on daily level.
Yeah,
Then
on
means,
daily level.
yeah, then means weekly is going to see this area. But if you
Mhm.
blindly say right now it's going to upside, means you are saying I am buying the breakout, which is riskier than retest.
Yes. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So this is resistant now.
Yeah.
So, you know, this one. Can you explain $5?
You explain a lot of things. You clear many ideas for us today. Thank you.
Yeah, you're most welcome. I would like you guys, because you're doing hard work job, and every time you have backtesting sessions, to keep a journal for backtesting sessions, to keep a journal for the live trading. If you're working as a group, remember one thing, to show the patterns to each other, so all of you will be profitable. Okay, these patterns can only help you to take trades together, and then all of your work will be reflected. But if you don't have these journal sheets, believe me, one day you're profitable, another day you change your strategy and you go jump to another strategy, and then you forget what you were doing when you are profitable.
Yes.
Okay, so keep the Excel sheets ready even for backtesting sessions.
I have a pattern that I'm seeing more and more, and it seems to really work. On the retest, often if we have a doji candle and imbalance, the doji candle and imbalance right after each other, and price takes both of those, it goes the other way. So check one
Especially
out.
on news.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Look
agree.
here. Look
Yes.
in this area here. Look in there.
Yes. You
Zoom a
have
little.
here. You have
Look at we have a doji, and there's a little bit of imbalance there, and he took it
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yes, I agree. You have there. You have here. Doji alone.
Doji imbalance.
Yeah.
Because
These
we
are
see price often rejecting from dojis and everything, but it doesn't always go for the major move. So with doji and imbalance, I've seen price react really nicely to it.
yes.
Look here. We have dojis and we have this imbalance candle.
Yes.
Look here. We have that doji. I see. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Check. Look, the doji and the imbalance candle.
Yes. And
Price
then
took it, comes
it.
down.
Yes. This is so these patterns, if it's in your journal sheet, like what you will do, always you have in your journal sheet, okay, this is imbalance, this one is doji, this one is FU candle. You have to call them a
Yeah.
candle. So this is the liquidity candle, retest candle, whatever name you are giving, okay, there should be a name. So next, anytime you see in the market, you can take trade based on that. Now, what I do for this, if there is a liquidity candle like this, or FU candle, or retest, a big retest candle, I wait for the candle, either the current candle or the next candle to close below a latest support to take sells. Like let's say here.
Oh, I have a more aggressive approach. I just waiting here as soon as price comes back down, the first 5 minute rejecting or 1 minute double top, and I enter in there.
Okay,
I just go for it.
it makes
For
sense for
smaller
you.
stop loss.
Yeah, it makes sense
Yeah.
for you, no problem. But for me, like personally, this one is it's became now a support. So this one, let's say this is my support and this is my previous support. Now, to have a kind of more standard like approach, not to that aggressive cowboy entries, we can sell from these levels. Like we say this is the candle which is close below this support. So next. So I don't know, there is news or trade or volume, but I secure 30 pips enough for me. I don't take
So
full
waiting for the structure is always the safest.
safest. Why? Because that is
Safest.
yeah. Because now it retests to the previous structure completed. Okay, so
Yeah.
the breakout, which is going to happen, going to retest the current structure. So your entry is safe. The stop loss is short, not long. That will make more sense to me. But I take sometimes on these entry if the candles moves are clear. Like I take sometimes these cowboy entries.
Yeah, depends on the situation too.
Yeah. If I make more profit and like in a month I need 5% or 10%, I made like 11%. 1% I give allocate or 0.5% I allocate to these entries because it gives more risk to reward ratio. And then always these patterns, which is happening, is taking liquidity. If you go to lower time frame, you will find something like that. Compression. Then FU close below, sell.
Yeah, summary, he hit right on the nail. He cleared up a lot of things for us today.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Pepito.
You're welcome.
Mostly about the structure. I had a lot of confusion with the structure as well.
So now it's clear. Let's see one more chart. In daily time frame, we have a doji candle on the previous daily support and next daily candle. It's more easy, Ahmed Mansour, if you talk. Daily doji candle on the left side, we have clean daily range. So I cannot. In daily time frame, we have a doji. Okay, let's go. Let's say to daily. So everything. On a daily time frame, we have a doji candle on the previous daily support. Okay, now let's say here it's doji. Okay, I hope this scenario is same to this. And the next daily candle break the high of the doji candle on the left side. We have a clean daily
Need
red.
to,
So we buy the breakout of the doji candle. Makes sense.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's talking about a recent price action.
Okay. In that scenario, if this
It is
level is, yeah, I will tell now how that will work on daily level. It's not enough for you to confirm this level only. Higher probability is to go to weekly. Now on weekly, you have a breakout. This full it is what? Breakout. This was retest.
Mhm.
Retest, doji here on daily and then buy makes sense.
And it is more clear on 4 hour also. It did a breakout, and after that price came for
Yeah.
retest.
I agree. For entry, yes, but for the concept how to go for doji on
Mhm.
daily, you need to have a weekly structure. If you're entry
Yeah.
on 4 hour, then you need to have a daily structure. So
Mhm.
for you not to be in drawdown, it will make more sense like daily to go for weekly levels and 4 hours for the daily levels, 1 hour for 4 hours level. Thank you sharing your knowledge with Muhammad for session. If you share the recording, that'd be great. Say that's all. Catch you later. Okay, sure, guys. This we will upload it in the YouTube. Let's people enjoy whatever. It will be more clear.
And what is your YouTube channel?
I will post it in. It's Perpetuo FX. I will post it in the link. I'll post the link in the
Okay.
group. No problem.
Okay, bro.
Okay, sir. Concept clear. Thank you. So thanks, guys, for being in the session. Happy to see you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talk to you.
Thank you very much, bro.
You're welcome.
Whenever
Thanks.
you have time on Saturday, Sunday, you can send Zoom link and you can discuss chart.
Sure. I will join. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Pabeto. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you, Mohammed, for arranging it. It's very much appreciated.
You're most welcome. Sure, guys. Okay. Enjoy your
Bye-bye, take care.
weekend. See you next time again soon.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See you, man. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice weekend.
You too. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, bro.
Bye.
Thank you.
Are.